The Sunday night game was a lot like the Thursday night game. Like, home team, booed off the field at halftime. Horrible performance in the first half, although the Jets had 69 yards and the Vikings had 194. It just felt flat. It felt awful.
Right.
It felt like it was off, and it felt like it wasn't their night, but they're only down 7-0. Both
incredible.
games. Both games.
Right.
Come out to start the second half, 70-yard touchdown drive,
right down
tie
the
the
field.
game up,
Right.
and the vibe changes.
Right.
And then next thing you know, at some point, it's 21-10. Both games, 21-10.
Yeah.
After down 7-0. Final score in both games was 21-13. That dawned on me last night. Like, there are similarities between those two games where it was two different halves for the home team. The first half was just caca.
Yeah.
And the second half, they woke up.
Yeah.
And they needed that. Even though 5-3, hey, still would have been a winning record. You start losing games in the middle of the season, you're falling and you can't get up.
Well, yeah, you've lost 2 in a row, right? You want to stop that. Last night, if you lost, I mean, it's actually, in a lot of ways, if you look at the statistical outline of the game and you go, it's amazing they won. 3 turnovers, lost a turnover battle, missed 2 field goals, had a turnover that was picked up and run back for a touchdown, right?
On a horrific non-call.
Stupid non-call.
They throw the flag, and then they pick it up, and the video was as clear as it could be. Forcible blow to the head or neck area.
Right. I'm, you know me. I don't like any of these rules. I'm all for ripping the quarterback's head off and going back to old school and just getting rid of all of it. Okay? So I'm certainly not being sensitive to the quarterback here. What drives me crazy about what's going on in the NFL with this situation right now is that we'll see 4 or 5 calls way less egregious than this that get called during a Sunday at 1 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whatever you want to talk about. It's the inconsistency of it that drives you crazy. That's where I don't like it. So it's this game, okay, wait, we're going to pick up the flag even though he took a forearm and a right hook to the face, and then we'll watch a game maybe tonight or next week on Sunday, and we'll see a handful of them go, wait, he barely got touched. He got grazed, and we're going to leave the flag on the field for that. It's that drives me crazy. They need to be more consistent with it.
It adds to the perception that certain quarterbacks
get the calls,
get a higher level of protection.
We all said it.
Than others.
Right?
And Sam Darnold is the perfect case of guy that it's just Sam Darnold.
Yes, exactly right.
He gets the exorcist maneuver on Thursday night, and there's no flag, and there's no way to fix it. Okay, the referee didn't see it, and there's no way to fix it. And I think on Thursday night, I think what they're doing now is they're aggressively using the pipeline more than ever before. Because I think what happened, if we can show that in real time again, there's no doubt in referee Sean Smith's mind. The flag comes out and is thrown at the ground after the blow to the head.
Right, it was right away.
Somebody told him to pick it up because there's nobody else on the crew he can talk to. That's his assignment. That's his responsibility to watch the quarterback for potential roughing the passer. That's his job. He throws it out there. Who changed his mind?
Yeah.
Who came to him and said, hey, Sean, it really wasn't a forcible blow to the head? My thinking is, and I'm speculating somewhat, but it's informed speculation based upon the way that I kind of think the sausage gets made because we've smelled the ingredients from time to time and they aren't always good. Somebody got in his ear and said, pick that up.
I would think so.
Somebody from 345 Park Avenue said, pick that up.
I have no...
That's my belief.
No doubt about that.
Right. But they can't disprove it because the common sense circumstances suggest somebody said to Sean Smith, pick that flag up. He didn't just decide on his own to pick that flag up.
I don't think so. I mean, they scored a touchdown. They came to a pretty quick conclusion that they were pulling the flag or picking it up.
And it's not reviewable. That's the thing. It's not reviewable. It shouldn't have been.
I hear you there.
It's no more reviewable than face mask.
I hear you.
Anyway.
So I'm with you, and that's what I think drives me crazy about it altogether. Is I just wish it was a little bit more. We had a better feel for what is a blow to the head, what isn't, and being a little more consistent. But that was a big part of the football game, no doubt, and kind of got the Vikings dug in a hole a little bit.
Let me just say this before we move on.
Right.
I articulated this point on Twitter last night. I want to make sure everybody understands exactly what I'm saying here. I have been fighting, ever since gambling became legalized, I have been fighting back against viewers, against readers, against people who email me, and I stupidly make my email address available to anyone that wants to contact me. And there's this prevailing theme that the NFL is rigged, that the NFL is fixed, and it's become more prevalent since they legalized gambling because now there's all these different angles and issues, and this guy needs this team, and this guy needs that team. And I'm constantly dealing with this claim that the NFL is fixed. And I've been standing there like that scene from Game of Thrones where there's just the one guy with you see the gif from time to time. It's the one guy with the sword and the entire army's coming at him.
Right.
I feel like that guy trying to tell the whole world that it's not rigged. And I don't think it is rigged. I don't. But you know what? I'm done trying to convince anybody. If they want to think it's rigged, think it's rigged. Because it's not my job.
No, it's
not my job. If they, the powers that be, are going to allow things to happen like what we saw last night, then you deal with it. I'm done. You deal with the fact that all these people think it's rigged. I'm no longer trying to convince anyone it's not rigged.
Hey, no, this is a problem all in football. You know, I'm Sasquatch because I'm doing college football on Saturdays now and doing some of that too. And they have the same problem. I watch a game and watch Michigan, Oregon on Saturday. The guy drops the ball, it bounces off the ground. They don't even review it. They don't even review it and let it go. So all of this has to pick up. If NFL, college football, whatever, if they want to take billions of dollars from all these gambling things, everything in this department needs to be more concise. It needs to be more consistent. We need goal line cameras, not just on the big game. We got to stop cheating and cutting corners on stupid crap. So I'm with you on that one. They definitely blew that. That was an ugly look. And I agree with you in the fact that, like, yes, Sam Darnold doesn't get that call. Mahomes
gets that call.
Lamar Jackson,
Josh Allen gets that call.
Probably get the
Lamar
call.
Jackson gets that call.
Right. Exactly.
Joe Burrow gets that call.
Exactly right. So that's the other part that I think bothers all of us as we sit there and watch that. And we all said that. And that's you, me, Coach Jason Garrett, Devin McCourty. These are not people that, you know, we've been around the business, and everybody kind of felt the same way watching that yesterday. Put the Vikings in a hole. Big moment of the football game, as we know. But luckily for you, you found your ugly sweatshirt, and they came back.
This is not ugly.
Game.
I love this. This is the last.
That one yesterday is cool. That shit is ugly.
I like this.
Okay?
This is the salute to service from last year. How dare you? How dare you? Are you against service?
I'm not.
Well, then don't
service.
talk shit about the salute to service.
Okay, all right. I take it back.
All right.
Okay.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.